All right, guys, welcome to Kitchen Daddy. This week we're making a beautiful side dish of some Oriental sweet potatoes, slowly roasted and then tossed in mint and a wonderful balsamic dressing. Guys, this side dish goes with everything, beef, chicken, fish, and is also absolutely delicious to have by itself. So come on, let's get into it. Right, to kick things off, let's grab our Oriental sweet potatoes. Now, what makes these a little bit different is that they're very similar to New Zealand kumara. So again, another type of sweet potato, but it has a much more kind of like savory, chestnutty taste to it. So if you look at these, if you just peel that back, you can see that that's, it's got this lovely white flesh in there. They're really, really delicious, guys. So go to your supermarket, look for Oriental sweet potatoes. That's how they're sold over here. Anyway, we're just going to peel all of these and then roughly dice them. Now let's add a good pinch of salt, some black pepper. We're going to drizzle over some olive oil. Now I'm also going to add a few sprigs of rosemary because I've got them in the fridge. We might as well use them. And what's really interesting, guys, sweet potato and rosemary are lovely flavor combinations. Now, using your hands, we want to mix that all together. Really important, we want to make sure that every piece of sweet potato here is completely coated in oil and salt and pepper. Now, let's get that in the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 175 degrees Celsius. Now, guys, we're going to cook this for about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. This is actually a lower temperature, so I've cooked these before. I did them at 400, and I've been cooking them quite a lot recently. Found out that 350 degrees is the perfect temperature, a little bit longer, and what happens, they cook really slowly and the outside of them become this lovely, chewy, beautiful, intense flavor. It's really, really great. So definitely do it at 350 degrees for probably about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Now, whilst that's cooking, we're going to make the balsamic dressing, and we should probably call this the Kitchen Daddy house dressing #1 because I use it in lots of things because it works really, really well. So first up, I need a clove of garlic. We're just going to crush that, remove the skin, just chop that up a little bit. And now we can sprinkle over some salt, and using a knife, we've done this before, let's just scrape that into a paste. Okay, let's get that into a mixing jug. And now, golden rule when making the dressings. We need 1 part vinegar to 3 parts olive oil or grapeseed oil or whatever oil you're gonna use. So we're gonna use olive oil for this. So we'll do it by measurement. So then we've got the actual measurements because normally we just eyeball things, don't we? So we're just gonna do 1, 2, there you go, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Now we're gonna add 6 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, we don't need to add any salt because we had quite a lot of salt on that garlic, but we will add a few grinds of black pepper. So now all we want to do is emulsify the dressing, and all that means is we're going to mix it all together until all the oil and the vinegar is combined. Now, you can use a whisk for that, or you could use a fork, or good on old Mr. Jamie Oliver, you could chuck it in a jam jar and give that a really good shake. Okay, that looks great. You can actually pop that in the fridge, leave that there for 3 or 4 days. That'll be absolutely fine. But we're going to get that back out once we're ready to serve. Right, here we go. These are looking absolutely beautiful. And they've just got this wonderful aroma that comes off. The whole house has this lovely kind of little sweetness to them. Really, really fantastic ingredient, guys. So definitely go and try and find them. A little trick that I always do. We're just going to get some of those out into a bowl, pop them aside for the kids. Now, all we need to do is grab a handful of fresh mint. We're just going to finely chop that up. Going to sprinkle that all over. Give that a good mix together. Now we can add a good few handfuls of fresh rocket or arugula. I've actually just poured the dressing into a bottle so I can keep it in the fridge. As you can see, it's separated, so let's just give that a really good shake. And now we can pour probably just about half of that over this. Give that a really good mix together. Right, here we go, guys, and look at that. I mean, it smells so good, and I know it tastes so good. This has actually been a request from one of my friends. I made this when they came over for dinner. They were like, "This is amazing. Give me the recipe." So this one's for you, Jen, guys. Oh man, that is so good. And honestly, the mint, the potato, the garlic, just a little hint of garlic coming through. The other thing which I do, but I thought, you know what, it could be a little bit of overkill just for this video, is to sprinkle over some beautiful pickled red onions, which you know, especially if you're having something like meat or beef or lamb, some pickled red onions with this just works so well, guys. Nothing much more to say, other than we're going to start the Kitchen Daddy year now. Start of the school year in September. That's how I always do it, so we can't start thinking and planning for the rest of the year. I want to do more side dishes, and I'm thinking that this is going to be 2018-2019 is the year of the side dish. If you think that's a good idea, get us a thumbs up, get in the comments, tell me what you think. I will try and get back to you all on Sunday. Been a bit of a busy time, so I've been a bit shy in the comments, but we'll try and do that this weekend. Guys, great to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.